Hi guys, welcome back to the Joy of Resin. Doing a couple of new projects and finishing up some old ones. Well, sorry, doing the next stage of some old ones. So let's see, I've got a couple of dice that a coworker has asked me to make. I have another compartment jewelry box thing, coaster. Doing the next stage of this dedication piece with the ashes and orb. So to start off, I'm gonna do first layer of these dice. Okay. Give that a little slosh so that it can get into the crevices. Hopefully help prevent a lot of bubbles. Unfortunately, it's just really hard to get down in these things so that you can really pop the bubbles before they become a problem. All right. And I'm going to do purple over here, do the same thing. A little too much purple in that centerpiece. That's okay. Alright. And I just need a thin layer of purple on the bottom of this. Okay. Do I have a stick? I have a stick. Let's... Really hard to see if I'm getting anything done doing this, but we're trying our best. At least hoping I can dislodge the bubbles from being stuck to the bottom so that they have the chance to float up on their own. Okay. All right, for the next layer of these, I'm just doing, I have two different flavors of gold to work with. Still a little bit too much purple right there. Shoot. Great thing about these dice molds is that they're designed to get a little messy. so it's okay if I kind of overflow them a little bit. All right. And then I have chromatic gold over here. So I'm hoping it's going to look like, you know, liquid gold was poured into the dye layers. All right. So now I just need to carefully scratch my ear to make sure I don't accidentally get some resin on my ear. All right, pour a little bit of this on the lid. All right, and now, actually, I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna give these a chance to bubble, to see if we can get some of those air pockets filled up, and go from there. All right, so moving on to this piece, all I gotta do is do it right so I don't screw it up. I want to make sure this is pretty well centered. So all I'm doing for this one is adding a cementing layer with the clear to lock that pedestal thingy in place. And the orb. I was looking everywhere for the orb. It was right in front of me. All right. And then I have another layer in my orb, and I'm adding this little mini orb to the bigger orb, and this one contains the ashes of my friend's puppy. Hopefully that stays nice and centered. Don't travel, you. Alright, so what I've noticed previously is that putting a smaller orb inside of a bigger orb, the bigger orb kind of acts as a magnifying lens kind of a deal. So I'm hoping that's what's going to happen here, so that my friend can look into her little crystal ball and more clearly see, you know, have the central orb be magnified. So that's the hope anyway. I'm going to put these two away real quick. Shit, forgot to open the door. I should hit these with the heat gun first. Alright, I'm not putting these away quite yet. Alright, so scooch this back where it was, put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Ah, shit, is that going to get me sued? Alright, let's do this. Alright, so this one goes to this one. mess. And then this one comes over here to this guy. Don't see any bubbles, so I'm going to assume success. This I'm going to move. All right, now on to my larger project. Let's see, what was I going to do with this one? Okay, so I have a couple of little stones down there in the, sorry guys, can you see me now better? All right, a couple little stones down there in the center. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of this clear in there. Bloop. Give that a squish. Let those air pockets out. And pour some of this clear down along the sides. All right, so now I have my little flecks of gold and purple metallic dealy bobs that have received a little bit of a coating. Quit being part of the problem. All right, so okay, all right, I was going to do what? Okay, I'm going to take these coins. Okay, good. All right. Now we move on to color layers. And okay, let me do this right. All right, so I got a little bit of gold. Pour that down around the edge. And again here. And then purple in the middle. And switch to the metallic gold. Sorry, the chromatic. Oop, wait. Before I get too deep on that. So I need to let these air bubbles out before I get too far along. I mean, I know I'm an amateur. I am not by any means an expert or professional or anything like that. I think one of these days, when I have a lot of extra money, I'm going to get myself one of those pressure chambers that will just suck all the bubbles out for me. Okay, back to what I was doing. Alright, so again, where's the coin? Right there in the middle. Eep. Oh. A little too overzealous there. Okay. Now that I've had myself a little heart attack. Christ. All right. Why are you uneven? Alright, so this piece is just going to need one more thin little layer at the end. Although, it does look at least like I avoided most of the bubbles. I'll probably come back and do this with just some clear. Because, you know, pretty much done with the purple and gold. Don't need to add to it and thus, you know, ruin my piece. And I don't really think I have another purple and gold project coming up. So, all that is left is to heat gun these bad boys and then clean up. So I'm going to call that a day. And I will see you guys for the next video. So thank you for joining me, guys.